Welcome to Power Players, where we unravel the intricate world of geopolitics, where nations maneuver, alliances shift, and power dynamics constantly evolving. I'm Hussein Khanbegi, and today we stand on the cusp of a profound transformation, one that promises to redefine the very architecture of power in the 21st century, the end of US dominance and the inexorable rise of a multipolar world. But what, you may ask, does this mean? And how, in an age of shifting alliances and ever-looming uncertainty, will this global recalibration affect you?
Welcome to Power Players, your source for in-depth international political analysis and breaking news reviews. Join us as we dissect global events, decode headlines, and explore the intricate web of geopolitics. Subscribe now and stay informed.
For over 7 decades, the United States sat atop the global hierarchy, a colossus that bends the world to its will, militarily, economically, and indeed culturally. But even the mightiest of empires must confront their own twilight. As wars blend the use of its prestige and treasure, and economic crises reveal deep fractures within, the world began to pivot. We now enter an era in which American dominance is no longer inevitable.
Nothing lasts forever. Even the longest, the most glittering reign must come to an end someday.
The question that beckons, of course, is this: what comes next? Can the US reinvent itself, or are we standing at the dawn of a more fragmented, unpredictable world order? And at the heart of this ground realignment stands China. Once a quiet giant, it now strides confidently onto the world stage, expanding its reach far beyond its borders. China is not merely content to dominate its Asia. Its ambitions stretch across continents, from Africa's resource-rich lands to the strategic waters of Indian Ocean, from the bustling ports of Pakistan to the oil-rich monarchies of the Middle East. Through its Belt and Road Initiative, China has become the architecture of a new global infrastructure, whilst simultaneously transforming itself into a power broker, mediating between Saudi Arabia and Iran, two rivals whose enmity has long destabilized the region. China has been signaled an interest in mediating between Israeli and Palestinian conflict, a role that only few years ago would have been unthinkable. As China rises through calculated diplomacy and economic clout, Russia takes a more disruptive path. Russia's annexation of Crimea and its military intervention in Syria demonstrate its willingness to use brute force to safeguard its interest. But Russia's playbook is not confined to the battlefield. It thrives in the shadows, through cyber warfare, political subversion, and a ground strategy aimed at undermining Western alliances. The question that looms over Europe and beyond is this: will Russia's aggression provoke a new Cold War, or will its own internal fragilities ultimately be its undoing? But it is not only the great powers, China, Russia, and waning United States, that are shaping the new era. In the shadows of these giants, a cadre of middle power nations like India, Turkey, and Brazil are flexing their muscles, no longer content to merely follow, but instead seeking to carve out their own spheres of influence. India, for instance, with its vast population and rapidly expanding economy, is emerging as a counterbalance to China in South Asia. Turkey, under the leadership of Recep Tayyip Erdogan, asserts itself in the volatile landscape of the Middle East, distancing itself from the West while advancing its own strategic interest. And in Latin America, Brazil seeks to champion a regional order asserting its weight in the BRICS coalition. And now we arrive at the heart of the matter. What does all of this mean for you? This is not merely a geopolitical chessboard for statesmen and scholars. The transition from a unipolar world dominated by the United States to a multipolar reality where influence is contested by several powers will affect everything from global markets to personal freedoms. A multipolar world is inherently unstable. Conflicts between rising powers could spark economic crises, supply chain disruptions, and indeed, worse, a new era of military confrontation. The decision made in Beijing, Moscow, or Washington will no longer be isolated events. They will ripple across the globe, directly influencing your daily life. Thus, we stand at the dawn of a new global order, a war with no single power regions supreme, where alliances shift and competitions for influence grow rapidly. China, Russia, the United States, and the rising middle powers are now locked in a struggle not just for dominance, but for the very future architecture of international system. What's next for this unfolding drama? The age of unipolarity is well and truly over, and now we enter a new era, an age of great power competition, where the stakes both globally and personally have never been higher. Thank you for watching Power Players. If you found this analysis compelling, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, so you never miss our deep dive into forces shaping the 21st century. And of course, we welcome your thoughts. What do you think? Will China lead the world? Or are we on the brink of a new, more dangerous world order? Drop your comments below and let's continue the conversation. And until next time, stay informed, stay curious.